What is going on, everyone? It's Chasing Chase, and today I will be giving you an in-depth look into where I lived this past semester at NUS. Hopefully this video will be helpful to, say, exchange students who are considering their on-campus options, as well as full-time NUS students. And before we get started, if you haven't already done so, please make sure to click that like and subscribe button down below, as that'll really help the channel out. So without further ado, let's go ahead and jump right in. This is Prince George's Park Residences, commonly referred to as PGPR, one of the many dorms at the National University of Singapore. In this video, I'll be giving you an in-depth tour of the complex and providing you with some helpful information about some noteworthy areas here. NUS is a fairly large campus, so it operates its own internal bus system. There are designated NUS bus stops spread out across campus to help you get from location to location. The university has also created an app entitled NUS Next Bus. Link to download is included in the description below, and this app can be utilized to plan your route from point A to point B. For instance, these students are boarding the A1 bus. They knew to board the A1 bus because they, 1, looked on the app, and 2, put their location as PGP in the field, or used the current location feature, which conveniently determines the closest bus stop for you based on your current location, and 3, inputted their destination, which is located somewhere along the A1 route. It may seem a bit confusing at first, but after a couple uses, you will certainly get the hang of it. You may be wondering how to even get to PGPR from off campus. Well, look no further. If you are coming from the SMRT, or Singapore Mass Rapid Transit, which is Singapore's subway system, you will alight or get off at the Kent Ridge stop, which is on the circle or orange line. After that, just follow me. In order to get to PGPR, you will use the NUS bus app, or simply take a look at the front of the bus and see if it has PGPR on the front. That will be either A1 or D2. Board the bus and may the journey begin. Now, let's head over to an area that will be great for those with kids. In the surrounding area of PGPR, there are many houses and families with kids. The playground is a great, safe place to take them. Now, we are headed to the printers. I'm not sure why printing, a seemingly simple task, can sometimes be so complicated, but no worries, PGPR does a great job of providing clear and explicit instructions for you. I'll walk you through them. Step 1. Start with computer number 1. Decide if you want to print through your student account or through a flash drive. Most students just use a flash drive as it is a bit more simple. And if you don't have one, then no worries, there will be some already laying on the desk for you to use. Step 2. Log in using the provided instructions. So here, the username would be PGPR1 and the password would be PGPR001. In this instance, the previous user signed in to print with a flash drive as it was already logged in as PGPR1. Thanks, person. Step 3. If you decided to use a flash drive, then go ahead and plug it in. Now, simply select what you want to print. Choose whether or not you want to print in black or white or color. Step 4. Move over to Computer 2. You will log in one more time, select the things you want to print, view the cost, and pay. Keep in mind that the printers do not accept cash or coins, so you will need to pay with an EasyLink card, Nets Flash Pay card, Pay Now, DBS PayLaw, UOB, or Pay Anyone account. It's also important to note that you have to have a domestic bank account in order to pay with the payment methods on the right. So those of you coming on exchange should consider purchasing an EasyLink card or Nets Flash Pay card. Each costs 10 Singaporean dollars. Personally, I recommend getting a Nets Flash Pay card as that can be used for many things across campus and Singapore in general. So you get more for your money. Purchase either one at one of the many 7-Eleven locations across Singapore. Now, I simply tap my Nets Flash Pay card on the designated area, collect my papers, remember to grab my flash drive if I bought one, and that's it. Easy peasy. Phew. All of this walking and hard work has made me very hungry. Let's go check out one of the 2 canteens conveniently located at PGPR. This canteen is named PGPR Plaza, or more commonly referred to by the student body as the Air-Con Canteen, given that this canteen has air conditioning. The canteen hosts a variety of stalls designed in the typical hawker center style, characteristic of Singapore. One of my favorite stalls is the mixed veg stall for a couple reasons. 1, I can easily see exactly what there is to order, and 2, it also gives me a great opportunity to practice my Chinese. Although, not to fear, all of the stall owners can speak English.
你好，大棒，对了。请给我玉米。
没有回美关啊？
还有鸡蛋，
啊？
鸡蛋，还有前面的鸡肉，
还有吗？
还有一个 hash brown。
有。还有吗？
对，就谢谢。
4.8，没有回家。
回家啊，没事。
There's also an upstairs area where students can sit, which is nice too, as you will find that the downstairs area will get crowded rather quickly, especially during peak lunchtime between 12 p.m. and 13 hours or 1 p.m. There is also an area on the side that sells fresh fruit and juices made every day, sandwiches, desserts, and a variety of snacks. This is the foyer and the center of the PGPR complex. As many things are in Singapore, it's very clean and well maintained, but it's important to recognize that these things don't just come about out of nowhere. It's done through the hard work of the groundskeepers and staff members who work tirelessly to create this unique atmosphere and ensure our home is clean. I also have to credit the residents of PGPR themselves for not littering and keeping the property well maintained and in good order. Also, if you take a quick walk up the stairs, you will find the place where many of the packages will be delivered. This is also the PGPR bus stop, not to be confused with the PGP bus stop, which is the bus stop I covered earlier in the video. There are also other places beneath each block where packages can be delivered to. You can also pick up your food deliveries here, as the deliverers are not allowed to go directly to our rooms. I'm still in the athletic mood, and I hope you are too, because now we are headed down to the sports complex located on the back side of the dorm. The sports complex contains 3 basketball courts, as well as a tennis court and an outdoor exercise facility. During the day, it's usually not that crowded. There is also a small gym located in the foyer area of PGPR, as well as a larger gym located on the other side of campus at UTown. However, I was not permitted to film in any of the gyms, so I'm sorry I can't show you more content. Let's go have a look in the Pick and Go. If you are familiar with Amazon Go, it's a similar concept. You simply follow the instructions to download the Pick and Go application, load your credit card information, then either scan the QR code in the app or use the facial recognition to enter. The facial recognition is sometimes a bit faulty, so most residents opt to just use the QR code. The Pick and Go is just like any other convenience store and has a wide selection of items. It's important to note that the Pick and Go does not take cash, only card. There's also this really neat orange juice machine that makes freshly squeezed orange juice for you in a matter of seconds. Check it out with my friend and I.
Alright, how does the orange juice taste?
It's good.
Pretty good. Okay, looks good.
Similar to many areas in Singapore where you see things above ground, there are most likely floors and floors below it underground, and PGPR is no exception. The multi-purpose complex hosts a variety of different things. It's got ping pong tables, vending machines, COVID-19 self-tests, study rooms, secondary access to the sports complex we just came from, an exercise room that is undergoing renovations, and an indoor basketball court. Check it out when you get the chance. Let's check out the other canteen that I mentioned earlier. This canteen is named Food Clip, or more commonly referred to by the student body as the non-Air-Con Canteen, given that it's partially outdoors like many hawker centers throughout Singapore and only comes equipped with fans to provide a reprieve from the heat of Singapore. However, what it lacks in temperature, it makes up for in taste. The food here is delicious, authentic, and expensive, and is widely regarded as having the best mala hot pot in the entire campus. In addition to the food stalls, there's another side area which also sells assorted fruits, drinks, smoothies, and other snacks. Now, let's head to one of the many laundry rooms to see how we can get our clothes washed and dried. The process is relatively straightforward. Step 1. Choose a machine that takes NUS Flash Pay or $1 coins. Step 2. Load your clothes and detergent. Step 3. Choose the temperature of your water. Step 4. Press start. Step 5. Set a timer to retrieve your clothes before someone else takes them out, because they will. Step 6. Repeat this process for the dryer. Now, let's head to the living areas. I posted a separate video which included a tour of my dorm room, so make sure to go check that out when you get the chance. But for now, let's head to the kitchens. The floor plans of the living areas throughout the dorms are quite well thought out. Each floor has 4 quadrants, each comprising of 1 resident advisor and 15 students, sharing the same kitchen and bathroom. In the kitchen, everyone has their own cabinet where they can store their items. Each cabinet can even lock. There are instructions included on the wall, which is also helpful. In the refrigerator, everyone has their own basket too. The kitchens are also equipped with cameras which will help deter theft. But no worries, both NUS and Singapore in general are both quite safe and relatively crime-free, given the steep punishments for committing crimes. Additionally, the floors are separated by gender, and you will only be sharing the bathroom with, at most, 14 other students. The bathrooms are also cleaned twice a week by our very friendly staff, so don't forget to say thank you if you run into them. There is also a game/media room located on select floors throughout the building, so make sure to do some looking or asking around to find the media room closest to you. As I mentioned earlier in the video, during the day, the sports complex isn't too busy, but at night, it's bustling with activity. The lights are usually automatically turned off around 2300 hours or 11 p.m., so make sure to get your activity in before then. Just watching everyone getting some physical activity is making me hungry once more. So let's check out the late night grill that was closed earlier. This place is named Supper Snacks, and it's open around 12 p.m. and closes in the wee hours of the night around 1 to 2 a.m. or so. After a late night out with your friends, stop by Supper Snacks to satisfy your midnight cravings. In summary, PGPR is for those who like to go out and explore, but also enjoy their peace and quiet. And many PGPR residents work pretty hard to keep it that way, so if you do decide to reside here, try to help maintain that culture. I'm also including some additional resources that I've both talked about, but also just may be important for you to know about regarding PGPR down below in the description, so please make sure to check that out. Hopefully they can be beneficial to you as you consider PGPR as a place to live. In the comment section down below, make sure to let me know your favorite part of PGPR. And as always, drop a comment below if you have any questions, as well as a like and subscription if you enjoyed the video. Until then, we'll see you in the next one. Bye.